Hello and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a brand new video. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Amelia and I upload all kind of book content. And if you're not new here, then welcome back. Okay, we've come to that time of the month where we are doing our wrap up video. Now I need to make a quick announcement here because this is coming up before the video I'm currently filming, where I've made a little announcement. But if you haven't guessed or seen my post on YouTube, I am no longer uploading twice a week. I'm just going to go back to the once a week. It was a great idea to try and do, and I was really trying this year to stick to it, and I think I did a pretty good job considering, but it's just, it is becoming a bit too much, and then it's becoming a point where I'm rushing my videos and I'm rushing the editing process rather than actually giving my time to actually work on the editing, work on the filming, and just get good quality content. And I'm not trying to be that person who just like goes, I'm only going to upload good quality content, because yes, I work hard on my YouTube videos and I think they're all good quality, but I think the quality has gone downhill because I was trying to upload twice in a week rather than uploading once in a week. So we are now back to uploading every Saturday at 6 PM. You wouldn't have noticed much of a difference because you only would have missed the one Wednesday video because I still uploaded twice the week before. But when this video goes live, I didn't upload on the Wednesday before, and it will be continuing just every Saturday at 6 PM, hopefully without fail. But if you haven't read the title, we are back. We are April wrap up and our May TBR. I will start by saying now my TBR is not being picked up by any fun way. There's no ChatGPT, there is no spinning wheel, there's no Instagram cheese of my reads, there is no TBR prompts, because one, I'm going to try and come up with some new prompts, and I've got those of cards obviously, but some other prompts, and I'm going to try and get another jar to make another jar for like just specific books and stuff, so I can create a different type of video that I want to do potentially in the future. However, I also just wanted to do a mood reading TBR so I can just choose the books that I have chosen. Now, we're going to start with the wrap up section before we get to that. However, I do want to preface this that we are on the 24th of April. We've still got a week of week of April left. However, I have a very busy weekend coming up, and the weekend after I'm not. The day this goes live, I can't film it because I won't be able to get it up and edited in time, and I won't be able to film it that day anyway because I have a hair appointment and I'm going to Portsmouth. So if that doesn't tell you how crazy my life is, yeah. And during the week next week it's just going to be too hectic. I'd rather give myself the time to edit the video rather than trying to film and edit. So I'm filming this today whilst I know I have a free evening. It's my first Thursday evening free in a very long time. And the sun is out, so I don't even need to put any lights on. So you've got normal light. It's lovely. But let's start with the books we've read in April. There is going to be a couple that I'm talking about that I'm going to be reading still, that are not going to be finished in this video, but also should be finished by the beginning of May. And I will still incorporate at least one of them in the wrap up of May, but the other one probably not. But let's start with the first book we finished. I'm not going to show you because the cover is a different book I'm currently reading, but we read a book on my Kindle, the first book I read and finished this month, and that was Zodiac Academy, The Reckoning. Now, if you watched my wrap up, my February wrap up, you would have heard I got a bit obsessed with the first two books of Zodiac Academy, and yes, I did. I loved that series so much. The first two books, I was so excited to get into the third, and oh my god, it did not disappoint. I think it was my favourite of the series. I do need to remind myself to wrap the rating I gave it because it feels like so long ago since I finished it. But it wasn't actually that long ago. I think I gave it 4.75. Come on. It's going a little slow. I don't like it when it goes slow. Okay, I think. Yes, I gave the Zodiac Academy The Reckoning a 4.75 stars. This book, everything to me. It was so good. So I'm going to try my hardest not to spoil what happened in this book because obviously I don't want to spoil it for others, but I'll try and give an outline of what the books are about. But basically, the Zodiac Academy is about these two girls called Darcy and Tori, and they lived in the human world, and then they got taken to this fey world when they found out that they were the lost heirs of the throne. And basically they then meet the people, the four boys who were meant to be the heirs to the throne, and technically are still the heirs to the throne. And these four boys basically try to make their lives a living hell to get them to leave this academy, whilst they're still learning about their powers and stuff. And oh my god, this book went through so many different emotions. It's crazy. What to say, I remember what happened at the end. I don't remember physically. I feel like there was a lot, and I feel like I do remember what happened at the end if I think about it. But I can't say because it'll spoil like everything. So, but a 4.75, it was my favourite of the series so far. I've still got quite a few books to go through that series, but it was my favourite of the series so far. And I can't wait to see what happens next. Like, I am really wanting a relationship, like, rooting for like, some kind of relationship to happen with at least someone. But we will see when it actually happens. Also, I do want to say this, I have got a bit of a cold, so if you hear me sniffling or it sounds weird, it's because I've got a cold and I'm just, yeah, I'm thriving. So yeah, I read this book and I loved Zodiac Academy so much. Cannot wait to continue. Don't know when I will next pick up the next one, but I cannot wait. But then what did I finish next? Oh, get off. Oh, we finished this book that broke me and is still breaking me to this day. Saving Six. So I read this as an audiobook and thoroughly enjoyed it. Absolutely loved it. Oh. Joey and Eva, I think, are my favourite couple. Now, I love Shannon and Johnny, I really do. But I think because, first of all, you kind of get a connection to these two characters in the first two books anyway. And you get like, their whole story of where it is. And this, everything about it just broke my heart. And I absolutely loved their story in this book. And I actually love the audiobook, and I think I'm so glad I picked this up as an audiobook, because as much as I love reading books physically, getting to just digest it by listening to it has been really helpful. Because it's actually got me through it because it's quite a chunky book, but also it's just made me more excited, and I felt like I was learning a lot more and I was just getting a lot more from it. So, because I feel like sometimes I have this thing when I read a physical book, I will skim some bits, but hearing it all, I was like, yes. And oh my god, it was just so good. So good. And I was at work, and I did finish this at work, and I did cry. So, yeah, I cannot tell you how much I love it. So I gave it a 5-star, because, obviously, I had to. It's amazing. Then, I have to look at this to remind myself what I finished next. Right, play along. It's between these two books because I've only got 2 more books to show you of ones I've actually finished. But Play Along was the next book I finished. Oh my god. Isaiah Rhodes, new favourite book boyfriend. I loved this book. Like, actually loved this book. Well, I'm actually tempted to up my rating to what I originally rated it. Because I just think it was so good. And I don't think I will up the rating. I think... I can't remember where I rated it, but help. Yeah. I don't think I'll up my rating because it doesn't beat Caught Up, which I read the month before. I read Caught Up in March and loved it and was like, oh my god, this book's so good. And this one just slightly fell under that feeling. Like, not that much, but a little bit. I think because I just loved Kai and Miller's stories so much that it kind of made this one take a little bit of a back burner, but I still was obsessed. I loved Kennedy and I loved Isaiah. I loved them both together. I loved the story. I gave it 4.5 stars. So to help understand briefly, this is the 4th book in the Windy City series and currently the last one that's been out. We have got the 5th and final one, although we have a spin-off one coming after that. But we have a 5th and final one called Rewind It Back, which is... my god, what is his name? Rio's story. So I'm really excited for that because you've kind of got this found family and you've got each of their books so far, and Rio's the last one to get, and I'm so excited. But this is the 4th installment of the Windy City series. The first one follows Stevie and Xander's, then you've got Indy and Ryan, and then you've got Kai and Miller, and then you've got Isaiah and Kennedy's story, which is this book, and it's perfect. Isaiah has been obsessed with Kennedy since the moment he met her, when she started working for them as their physician, like medical team. And one day, like, Kennedy's in Las Vegas celebrating her ex-fiance's bride-to-be, which is also her stepsister, hen party, I think the hen party was just a party, I can't remember specifically the details, and then they get drunk and get married in Vegas, and so then they have to play along with this, and oh my god, it's so good because you see the whole time like Isaiah's like obsessed with her, like he's not obsessed in like a creepy way, but like he will like, it's like watching them trying to like work on this whilst he doesn't want to let her go. She's like no and adamant it's not gonna happen, but it's so, I just love it so much, and I just can't tell you how much I want to reread this book so much, as much as I want to reread Caught Up. Like those two books I think are my favourite two, and I haven't rated neither of them 5 stars, and I rated Right Move 5 stars. I did love the Right Move, but I feel like if I was to reread it I might not give it 5 stars. I think at the time when I did read it I did, but I feel like now if I was to reread it I'd lower the rating, and that's not saying it's a bad book, but I just think these two top it, and I haven't given either of these two 5 stars. Just maybe my ratings will get a bit more pickier, maybe. But I really did enjoy this book, and I loved every minute about this book, and I just kind of want to be rereading it already, and I only finished it like last week. So yeah, and then finally who's we? I do this all the time, and I'm like, who is this the we, right? Like, who read with me? I read Fearless. Now I have it the other way round to the actual cover, because I really like the reverse cover. Yes, I read Fearless by Lauren Roberts. This is the final instalment of the Powerless trilogy, and I'm gonna say it was good. I did enjoy it. I listened to majority of it as an audiobook because I was struggling. To read it physically, just because I don't really like hardbacks as it is. And I am actually going to turn it around because I'm about to put it back on my shelf. However, I did enjoy it. I wouldn't say it was my favourite of the series. My favourite of the series will be Reckless. I think I might be the minority who actually loved Reckless so much. Like, I did not hate this book, and I did not hate Powerless, but I really loved Reckless, and I just felt like this didn't give me that same vibe. However, I did actually enjoy the story. I don't know how many people did love it, but I actually enjoyed like getting to see the trials again, like getting back into that, the small twists and turns. I won't say what because I don't want to spoil anything, but it did kind of like break my heart at points, but I did really enjoy this book, so I definitely recommend like you to try to read it if you've read the series, to finish the series with this one. I did enjoy it. The twists and turns, the ending. I feel like I liked the ending. I did not like the epilogue. I didn't care for the epilogue. I just didn't. But I did enjoy it. I gave it a 4 star. I feel like a 4 star is a very good rating for this book because I actually really did enjoy parts of it, but there was parts where I was just like, okay, this can fast forward now, but like I said, I listened to it as an audiobook, which helped because I don't think I would have read it otherwise. So yeah, moving on to the book that I'm currently reading, and I'm at like 48% of the way through, and I will be like halfway by the end of the night. It is Wild and Wrangled by Lila Sage. This book, I'm obsessed. I am obsessed. I don't think I'm obsessed as much as I was with Lost and Lassoed. However, I'm as close to it as I could be. Lost and Lassoed, I read, and I gave it a 5 star. And I read that back in early February, I think. Yes, early February. And I knew going into this one I was going to like love it. And I am loving it so much. And I cannot wait to finish it. It's just so good. It is just so good, and I'm so glad I picked it up. It is coming in a video soon, so I don't want to give too much away about how I'm feeling, so that's as far as I go. I'm also not going to give away what I think I'm going to rate it, because if it is what I rate it, you'll get that in a video that's coming up very soon, so keep an eye out for that. But I am enjoying it, so. And then the other book I'm picking up for that same video, which should be read by me, is Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez. Say you'll remember me. That sounds really bad when you got a cold, but like that's all I think about when I see those words. But I cannot wait to pick this book up. I actually have no clue what it's about, and I haven't read an Abby Jimenez book in a while. However, I am so excited to read this book because I just need it, okay guys? You are about to see another one of her books in my TBR for the month. But yeah, I'm reading this one next as well, and I'm so excited. I am also currently reading, so I'm going to put this in it as well, as an audiobook, Redeeming 6. I like to have an audiobook on the go, and it just happened to be this one would be the one I pick up and listen to as an audiobook, because like, after finishing Saving 6, I was like, I need the next book. Like, I need it now. I need more of Joanne for like right this moment, right now. Please give it to me. And oh boy, are they giving me stuff. They are giving me trauma. We are like, I'm 30 something% of the way through this book. My heart can't take the next 60 something% that I've got left to read, because oh my god, my heart is breaking. My heart is actually breaking in this book so much. Like, I do want to do a reread at some point. Once I'm like emotionally healed from all the books, I want to go back and reread it and annotate all of them, because I haven't. And I'm kind of glad I haven't done it yet, because I was about to start doing it when I read Binding 13, the first one, but I was like, I kind of just want to experience it without that annotation part, like, not stress, but the annotation. And then when I finish all of them and I'm emotionally healed, I might go back and reread it and annotate it so that I can actually like highlight my good moments and stuff. So yeah. However, I am going to probably annotate this book. So yeah. Anyway, moving on to the May TBR, because this is the actual TBR for the month of May. Now, I've got a video that I am planning to film that I need 2 specific books for. So we're going to start with them. I'm not going to tell you what the video is. You're going to have to wait and see when you see these books in the video. However, there are 2 books that I have actually wanted to read for ages, so it just works. So the first one is if I can pick it up, Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. I told you her book was coming up. This book came out last year, and I was so excited for it, but I just never got to it because I still hadn't read Yours Truly at the time when I bought this book. And I just was like, not yet. And now is the time I need to read it. And I'm so excited to get to it. And I'm so excited to read it. I think I will go into, because these are going to be the first 2 books I read of May. This one and the next one I'm going to show you. I think I'll start with the next book and then go into this one afterwards. Otherwise I'm going to be reading 2 Abby Jimenez books in a row. Nothing wrong with that. But anyone who knows, usually Abby Jimenez has some kind of like emotional twist in the books. And I'm not prepared to do 2 emotional books alongside Redeeming 6. No, thank you. So yeah, cannot wait to read this. I'm not going to talk too much about it because I know my battery's going to start flashing at me in a minute and I don't need that. But yeah, Just for the Summer by Amelia Jimenez is the first book on my TBR. And then we have The Serpent and the Wings of Night by Clarissa Broadbent. I have been waiting to read this for so long. And I want to pick up the second book of this, The Ashes of the Star-Cursed King. However, I told myself I wouldn't buy it or pick it up until I've read the first book and if I like the first book. So it's now time to finally read it. It's a bit of a chunky one. I ain't gonna lie to you, it's a bit of a chunky one. It has cool artwork at the beginning of chapters. I didn't know that. That's cool. That is cool. But yeah, I'm gonna read this book as well and I'm so excited. I'm excited to get into this world. And a little bit scared because it's another fantasy one, but I've heard so many good things about it. I don't think I've ever heard someone say a bad thing about it. So fingers crossed I'll feel the same. And luckily, this is on Kindle Unlimited, so we all know where I'll be reading it. Then the next, we have got 3 other books here. However, I will, before I forget, because I will forget. Another book that I really want to read this month is, drumroll, if I remember to put a sound effect in I will, is Emily Henry's Great Big Beautiful Life. I will be buying it tomorrow, so I don't physically have it right now because it came out yesterday. I have no money. So I have to wait till payday, which is tomorrow, to buy it, and it is one of those books I'm allowed to buy. It's on my list of things I'm allowed to buy. There is some books on that list that I want to get physically, and I haven't yet. And I'm proud of myself. Like The Conditions of Will, I want to get. Favourites, want to get. Summer in the City, want to get. Not getting them. I am pretty sure the only ones I'm picking up tomorrow is A Great Big Beautiful Life and Wild and Mangled, so I had a physical copy. But I want to read Emily Henry's A Great Big Beautiful Life. That's her latest release. I am so up to date with her books. I now need another one of hers. I can't. I would say I just buy it on Kindle and then buy the physical one that comes out paperback, but no. I can't wait that long. I need it physically, like now. Okay, and the works. The works have a reversible dust jacket. I mean, come on. Anyway, that is another one that's added to the main TBR because I just need it. And then we have King of Greed by Anna Huang, because I miss the series. I miss Anna Huang's writing, and it's a short book, and I really, really want to get to it. This is Dominic and Alessandra's book. I think it's Marriage of Convenience or something like that. I'm not really sure. But I'm intrigued. I'm excited to see what this one is about. We've had King of Pride and King of Wrath, and I really enjoyed the two of them, and I really hope I love this one as well, because I would like to continue on good terms with this series rather than go downhill. And yeah, so that's the next book to read for May. Then we have Air of Fire by Sarah J Maas. Yes, I am really trying to keep up with continuing this series, because I do not want to like leave it too long and then get to the point where I'm like, I don't remember what happened. I don't remember what happened at the end of Crown of Midnight, so I do need to find a video that does a quick reminder, because I don't want to reread the book. But I really want to get to this as soon as possible. So that is another one on my way TBR, and I will hopefully read very soon. And then finally, we have this book that I've been so excited about. It is Sarah Adams' Beg, Borrow or Steal. I have been wanting to read this for so long. Like, not so long, it only came out I think this year, but because I absolutely loved Practice Makes Perfect and When in Rome, and this is like the next book in that series. Like, it can be read as a standalone, but it's like based on Noah's, I think his name was Noah, his sister, and I am so excited to read it. So this is the final book of the May TBR, and I cannot wait to get to this book, which is Emily and Jack's book. So I cannot wait, because I loved Annie and Will, and I loved Amelia and Noah, and I just hope I have the same feelings for this book as I did for those two, because I'll be very upset if it let me down. But yeah, that is what I have to say about that book. But that is my April wrap up and my May TBR complete. If you did enjoy the video, then please give it a thumbs up, please comment down below, please subscribe. Please comment down below maybe some ideas of how I pick my TBR next month. I would love to get some new ideas on how to do that, because I like to change it up. I think it makes it more interesting. If you did enjoy, please give it a thumbs up, please comment, please subscribe, and I will see you again next week for another video.